Hey, it's Lori with Nelson Farms, and it has been brought to my attention that many of you guys do not know how to make sweet tea. So let's fix that. Sweet tea is really a Southern thing. I will admit that. However, some of us Southerners drink unsweet tea. I drink unsweet tea personally, but I always have sweet tea made because the rest of my family prefers sweet tea. So I'm gonna show you how to make it. The first thing you're gonna do is get some water in a pan on the stove. Go ahead and turn that on and get it heating up. And then go over and grab you some tea bags. So I buy these Louisiana tea bags, and these are the gallon size. So one of these is all I need, like this, one tea bag. And I'm gonna go ahead and just set it in there. I drink the decaf tea, and these come with little tea bags. So I will use 4 of those when I'm making a gallon of tea. But with the big tea bags, you only need 1. One thing about sweet tea is you will find that many Southerners are very particular about their sweet tea. So if you are a Southerner and you make your sweet tea a different way, let me know in the comments below. We love the Louisiana tea. What do you guys use? Lipton? Louisiana? Let me know. And if you take your sweet tea serious like we do, you have a pot specifically for tea. That's all we use this pot for. This is our tea pot. So do you guys do that too? We don't use it for anything else, only tea. While your tea is heating up on the stove, go ahead and get your sugar in your pitcher. So our preference is, or my family's, because I don't drink the sweet tea, 1.5 cups of sugar in a pitcher, a gallon size of tea. So we just use regular white sugar for this. You can use other sugar. Some people like to use stevia. We do not like that. We use plain old sugar in here, 1.5 cups to a gallon pitcher. And we are a house divided sweet versus unsweet tea. So one thing that has made it super easy for us is we have 2 of these Tupperware pitchers, and pink is always unsweet and the teal is always sweet. That way we don't have to worry about labeling it. We just know. Now this is where you're gonna get a lot of different opinions on how to make sweet tea. When your tea starts to get hot and starts to boil, there are a couple things you can do. You can go ahead and turn it down. You can let it boil vigorously, or you can let it boil just a little bit. What I do is I let it get to, I'm gonna show you where it's at right now, because this is exactly where I turn the heat down. I let it barely start boiling. I turn the heat down and I let it sit. So it's gonna boil just a little bit. And then I'm just gonna let it sit for about 10 or 20 minutes. It's gonna be hot, but I'm gonna let it sit just so that all that good tea taste is absorbed into that water. So I've turned this off, as you can see, but it's still kind of boiling a little bit, and that's exactly what I want. So I'm just gonna let this sit for 10 to 20 minutes. If you don't let it boil long enough, then there's not gonna be enough tea taste. But if you let it boil too much, then sometimes the tea can actually come out of the bags, and then you have granules in your tea. So you don't want that either. So it's really just a nice little, there's a fine line, there's a perfect spot, and you'll figure out what your perfect spot is, but that's ours. So let it get to where it's just about to start boiling, turn it down, and then let it sit. This has been sitting for about 15 minutes. So now what I do is just take it out. I kind of press the tea to the side here just to get all that goodness out. And then this is trash. And we're gonna put this in with our sugar and mix it up. And because this is so hot, it's gonna dissolve that sugar. Okay, so we're gonna pour this right in here with the sugar and stir it up really good. And then all you gotta do is fill the rest with water. What I like to do is put some water in this pan just to get all that good tea goodness out of there. Add cold water. That's it. There you have it. Put your lid on. And that's it. Serve it over ice. It's better the day after you make it, so keep that in mind. Enjoy it. Let me know how you make it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time.